Chålofa! What's up? This is the Islanders View podcast with the Backyard Convos. We're experiencing the backyard conversation of Islanders. It's your boy JC, B.
How's it?
And the Uso Jr.
How's it, everybody?
We're just talking about worldviews, life experiences, culture, sports. You know, we're just chilling, kicking back, speaking our minds. Yeah, you're about to go into a mind of an Islander right about now.
Chålofa!
Family.
What's happening, family?
What's going on, family?
And we're back.
We are back again.
Back again.
Ooh.
Man, this is it feels like it's back to back.
Right? Yeah.
It does.
No? It does, right?
It does.
Session number 14
14.
is here.
Lucky number 14.
Lucky number 14.
They're 14, right? Lucky
Right?
number
We got
14.
past 13.
You know why 14 is
maybe.
lucky? You know why 14 is lucky?
Why?
Because what's that other lucky number? 7, right?
7, yeah.
And 7 times 2 is 14.
So,
Twice
wow.
as lucky.
so you're twice as lucky?
Lucky number 14.
I think he just made that up, guys. But but hey, no, let's bring that back though, because this podcast is gonna be mainly focused on Texas weather
Yes.
Oh, my
this past
goodness.
week. I think we hit record-breaking snow and cold weather, did we?
Yep. We
It
did.
was everything breaking. It was
Everything
electricity
was
breaking, water breaking, pipes breaking.
But it's funny that we're bringing up how bad it happened after session number 13.
Yeah, right after 13.
literally.
So I guess 13 was bad. Bad luck number, huh?
Yep. And it's the timing too. Like, today's date is February 20th,
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah.
When the COVID, everything started shutting down was probably about the end of February, beginning
Yeah.
of March, right?
Yeah.
So same thing, 2021.
Wow.
Around the same time, everything shut down because of the snow and the
SnowVid?
freeze. Yeah.
Dang.
Coined the word SnowVid.
SnowVid. We're going to get into
That's
that.
what I think. You know what I think? I think Mother Earth,
SnowVid.
because of everybody getting COVID, Mother Earth has contracted COVID-19. So now the Earth is sick.
Or maybe that's
having
maybe
symptoms
that's
right
the
now.
way nature is getting rid of COVID.
I don't know.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Well,
Hey.
it was a terrible way to do it.
But we're going to get into that. Like we start off every sesh
Yes.
with a
Yeah.
beverage highlight. We're going to go after our beverage highlight. We're going to talk about our experiences with the SnowVid
SnowVid.
or the snowy weather here in Texas. A very, very, very crazy snow day.
It was a snowpocalypse,
It's
bro.
a snow week.
Snowpocalypse.
Yeah, snow week.
It was record breaking, I
Snowpocalypse,
tell you
yeah.
that much.
Yeah.
But let's get to our beverage highlight. What we got, B?
Tonight we are drinking a stout. It is
Ooh,
Super Knot
super
from
nuts.
Fourth Tap Brewing Company in
Ooh,
Austin,
shout out
Texas.
to Fourth Tap. Shout out to Fourth Tap.
This
So-
canning, look, like I said before, I'm all about branding.
Mm-hmm. Brandon.
Branded by Brandon. It's a really good. It's a really good can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it one of those pill off stuff that you can take off the label? No.
No. Well, I mean, it's on there, but they probably did it in house.
Yeah. Hey.
Fourth Tap. Good job.
Ooh, it's a stout beer.
And what is this stout, guys? Let our
Basically, it's
some of our
11%.
listeners know.
Basically, it's 11%.
So you hear stout, you hear IPA, BSA. What is a stout in the beer family?
You want to take this one, Jay?
So your stouts are usually your darker beer, as you can see. Like Junior said in the beginning. Before we started our podcast, he said, guys, this looks like soy sauce.
We're gonna drink soy sauce, guys.
For all our islanders out there. What do the Hawaiians call it? Soju or soyu? Soyu, right?
Show you.
Shoyu.
Yeah. Show you. I was gonna say they say soy sauce.
Do they?
No,
They
show
don't.
you, yeah,
They
show
say
you.
shoyu.
I would say like stouts are more like dessert beers.
Yes, that's what you kind of like aiming when you want to drink the beer. It's
Yeah.
kind of like after, I guess, your main meal, then you have your stout beer. It's kind of like your dessert beer because it's heavy, and it's a lot of people like to
It's sweet.
when they make a stout beer, it's mostly Even if you look at the name, they say coffee, they say oatmeal, chocolate. Like this is a chocolate. What is it? German chocolate cake or something like that.
German chocolate cake.
See?
That's what we drinking.
That's the name of the beer.
That's my second favorite
I
cake.
thought
My
it-
second favorite cake.
What's
But
your
yeah,
first?
so-
What's your first favorite?
Red velvet.
Oh, okay.
So like if you look at the can, actually, I was really surprised when I saw this. It has its own like, what do you want to call it? It shows you what it has. Like the body of the beer is at, what is that?
Kind of like a rating.
Yeah, like a rating. It says it has a light and full, and it's at halfway or a little over halfway. Then hoppiness is real easy, so that's why it's compared to a IPA.
Yeah.
It's not that hoppy. And then the balance, it's a little under halfway, so under 50%. So I like that. I like how they have that there. And I don't think everyone does that.
This is like the second beer that we've had that had that little rating,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
I forgot which other beer we had. That
Yeah.
We had it on here. It had a rating on it.
I'm excited to try this
Yeah.
German chocolate
me
cake
too.
stout. And I got it from our own local HEB.
I think this is my first stout, so I'm excited for this.
Really?
No.
You know what?
No, I think you
I have a
It
bad
was
memory,
an
but I
after
think it is
show.
my first stout.
Yeah. Well, you really love your voodoo beers. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So everything, you always pick your voodoos. But hey, to SESH number 14.
14.
There you
Yeah, lucky number 14 and juniors.
Lucky number 14.
So to our listeners and viewers, raise your glass if you have one. And cheers to SESH number 14. Let's get it going, guys.
Chålofa.
Yeah, Chålofa family, we love you.
Yeah, it's very, very sweet.
Yeah, it tastes kind of like, it's almost like creamy.
I feel like I
I feel like I'm supposed to put whipped cream on top of it.
You know what? I think we've had something like this before.
Yeah, we have. I'm telling you.
it was
you
an
had-
after
you-
show.
I'm pretty sure you
beer.
had a
All right. It's not yet.
the stout that we had before.
Yeah, it was an after show beer.
Probably.
Oh,
Yeah. It was from the drop
Oh, okay.
that he had this stout.
you know.
Oh
like-
yeah, it's our after party.
Yeah.
After our sesh.
Yeah.
So just so you guys know, after our sessions, we always hang out, drink a little bit more. So
No, we don't, Mom.
Se-
He's lying. I go straight home, Mom.
Auntie, he goes straight home. It's only me and Brandon. But yeah, so we hang out, just having a good time. After session number 13 being back, after a long break,
Long break.
we had to celebrate. Junior had to have some grown-up conversations.
Yeah. Being stuck
Right.
at home. Everybody know when you're stuck in quarantine and she's mostly you and your kid. Because my wife, bless her heart, she's been out of town for a lot, like 3 weeks straight, during the
Yeah.
whole thing. And it was just me and my son. And I mean, all we got to do is Call of Duty and Minecraft. Shout out to my
Nice,
son,
nice.
EJ. I
EJ.
love playing Call of Duty and Minecraft, but after a while, I was like, man, I need to talk
I
to
need to-
somebody about adult things.
Are you good at Call of Duty?
Me, I'm all right. I'm all right. Yeah.
Ooh.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. I haven't really played Call of Duty. I'm more of the sports side of things.
So
I
Madden.
usually stick with sports and like Call of Duty and sports.
Yeah.
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 Call of Duty was I mean, when the first Call of Duty came out, the Modern Warfare, I was addicted to that. It was funny because that's the game I used to play when EJ was born. And,
Oh, really?
I put him in a little bouncer and bounced him with my feet and started playing that game. And now he's 11 years old, and that's his
That's
favorite
his
game,
game?
Call of Duty. Yeah.
Dang.
And he's good. He plays it naturally. He's way better than me.
He
And
does Fortnite too, right?
Yeah. No, he don't do Fortnite
He
too
doesn't?
much
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
He doesn't like Fortnite. But Call of Duty and then Minecraft. So I've been playing Minecraft with it. Minecraft is a crazy game. Like you can do so much things in Minecraft. It's just so amazing. Like, and then you see the people involved with that. But man, we gotta have like a whole sesh on Minecraft. It's like, you build things, you make things.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Isn't it
Yeah,
like
Javion plays that game too.
it's like
yeah.
a 2D game, isn't it?
yeah. It's
Yeah,
2D game, but it's like it's like the graphics are like when we were kids. That's the same
Yeah,
graphics
yeah.
that we had.
Yeah.
You know the.
Oh,
But the kids nowadays are addicted to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you mine, you find things like I started playing with my son during this whole pandemic, and I love to mine. I like to dig and find things, and the one thing that everybody likes to find is diamonds. You find diamonds, you can make like diamond armor, diamond swords.
Yeah.
And I just spend the whole time just digging in the ground looking for diamonds. Like I just look for diamonds. My son's like, "Oh, Dad, can I have some of your diamonds?" Like, yeah, I got a lot. Got like 300 diamonds. Go ahead, take it, son.
Nice.
I got 300.
And you play it off PlayStation?
Xbox.
Oh, Xbox.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Xbox.
Xbox?
Yeah.
I know there's like
Oh.
there's like
It's
the
kinda like-
Xbox people and the PlayStation
Yeah,
people.
it's like iPhone and Android.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is PlayStation iPhone?
No,
I
No.
feel like
no.
PlayStation is
PlayStation, Android.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of slack for this one.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna get
All right,
a lot of
listen up real quick to our listeners and viewers. Comment down below on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Are you PlayStation or are you for Xbox?
It's Xbox. PlayStation is like Xbox is more to me. Like when I played Xbox, it's more elite because you have to, you basically pay to play Xbox. You know, become
Yeah,
a
yeah,
member.
yeah.
You're paying everything. PlayStation is
It's
free,
all free, yeah.
free for everybody. So anybody can be on there. You know, on PlayStation and
That's why.
Yeah, I think that's
PlayStation and Android.
so that. But then see that argument. I'm I'm experienced on the Xbox side. So
yeah.
I just got a PS5. We haven't hooked it up.
Oh, I was
But-
about to say, like, I want to see
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I haven't hooked it up. You know, I
Hey,
kind
that
of.
should be our next.
I heard
SESH
that
right
thing
there.
can go for double the price that I got it at. So
Oh
I'm
man,
like,
you're
hey, I
keeping
might
it
try to
close.
sell that thing.
There, people are looking for that.
I know.
yeah.
That's what I heard. My sister-in-law told me like she sold hers for double the price. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I'm like thinking about, should I keep that one or should I sell it? And so, but yeah, so I know there's a big like Xbox, PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like-
PlayStation 2 was probably my first gaming console that I bought on my own, you know, with my own money.
Yeah, yeah.
PlayStation 2. So, but after that, it's been Xbox. Like I've never went back to PlayStation after the Xbox. The Xbox 360 when the
Yeah.
Xbox 360.
What do you have?
came out.
Do you have the Xbox One now?
Yeah, Xbox One now.
Yeah, I have that. I have that outside. That's all I ever played is Xbox. I mean, yeah, PlayStation before Xbox came out. I used to play PlayStation, but
We were kids, right?
when
Yeah.
when Xbox hit the I just,
Yeah, it's just been that.
It was always
That was like
Xbox.
PlayStation. The last one I played was the 2. So
I know there's a new one that came out, right? Xbox.
yeah, the
the
new
Square.
Xbox. Yeah,
I haven't heard too much hype about it, but there's been saying
I know
like,
that, and that's
they
why I'm
pushed it
trying
out
to.
too
That's why
early.
I'm trying to think. Like, how come PlayStation feels like it gets more hype than Xbox does? To me, outside looking in, it feels like Xbox or PlayStation gets more hype.
it's just like what you said. Android and iPhone. It's the preference.
Yeah.
So whoever. Prefers
Yeah, but
it,
for me, I think iPhone gets more of the hype all day.
I don't
every
know
day.
because I prefer Android. So
Well, there's a difference.
it's like preference.
Well, what
yeah.
I'm saying
and
is,
to me, no, I prefer Android. So I think that they get more hype. Like I always read like the Galaxy S1s have they're like better than iPhones. Like you read so much. When I read, I'm like when I go on and I read stuff,
yeah,
I seem to see more positive thing about that. And iPhone always gets hit with that. What was that? Their latest scandal, the privacy.
yeah,
Now they're
yeah.
doing commercials like, you know, privacy matters to us. Now we got you on lockdown. It's like, oh, now, but you didn't have it before.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like
No.
everybody can see our shit.
They've always had that whole privacy issue, or
Who?
Apple.
Oh yeah.
Well, not a privacy issue.
it's
it's-
harder.
It's harder
do
to
things.
get into an iPhone.
and that's where
no, but
I
no,
think
they had these like those what do you call it hacks with iPhone, and then they had the FaceTime where you call somebody on FaceTime, and before they even answer, you can see them. I think 2 minutes before they even pick up, that you can still see them. They've had bad press about privacy. That's why they have new press about privacy.
I didn't know. So
Yeah,
like
iPhone. No, I
like
you can
I'm
Google
recently.
it, but
so
yeah,
I'm
It
not
is-
arguing. I'm not arguing iPhone or Android because
No, that's
I
what-
recently went to
Yeah.
iPhone. Like
yeah.
I was always Android.
Yeah.
Only because to me now I see what you're saying. So like for me, Android, there's a lot of things you can do. that you can't
It's
do.
like
on a-
iPhone.
It's an
on
open
iPhone.
system development, basically. Like, and that's why when I switched over to iPhone, I was like, okay, I can understand why people stick with it. It's
Stick with
because-
what?
Stick with iPhone.
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
anyone can create, and here's my biggest thing with it, with Android, anyone can create an app,
Mhm.
and they're not gonna dig into it. They're gonna allow it because it's a free development.
Yeah.
What was the first one before iPhone and Android though? Before that, remember it was they used to have commercials too about that. The PC and the Mac. Remember those?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
That's where it first started because it was like
Yeah.
PC or Mac,
Yeah.
and then of course, Apple or
I mean, up to
you want
Yeah,
either
up
want
to-
Microsoft or
even
you
to
want
today is the
Apple.
same.
but
yeah.
now PC sucks.
Yeah, yeah,
But that's my thing.
yeah.
It's
No,
kinda
like now, like
I don't know
when
if
they
I
had
can.
it then, like they were like saying PC was the commercials were more in favor of PC, but
Yeah.
But now you look at it like Mac overtook PC. To me, I think it did. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
and
I prefer a MacBook like what you have now
Mhm.
and an iMac.
And I think this is a way, because this is how the Mac got me to
Yeah.
get an iPhone, is
iPhone, yeah.
because everything is,
Tied into
all tied in. So I'm like, why would I have a Mac and an Android? To me, it just doesn't make sense. Even though like it still works.
Yeah,
To me, I'm like, then I'm
It's
kind of like,
crazy.
I'm cutting myself short
Yeah,
with the experience, right?
yeah,
As far as what they all can do together,
yeah.
it's crazy.
So
It's always like Microsoft or Apple,
Yeah.
PC or Mac, iPhone or Android, and then Xbox or PlayStation.
Yeah.
And you know what? Who fell out of the conversation? Nintendo. Where did Nintendo go?
Yeah.
yeah.
But Nintendo, they have their own little thing, man. Because Nintendo, like we got our son a Nintendo Switch
Mm-hmm.
this year for Christmas, and that thing is pretty bad too. I like that.
Yeah,
Nintendo
I mean,
Switch.
I play with JV downstairs.
Yeah, that thing is a badass thing. You can hook it up to
Yeah.
your TV or take it off and use it as a handheld. Like, man, that is
Those little,
genius.
those little
Yeah.
controls.
Yeah, the
they
little
bought,
controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're hard to work. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
They're hard for
Well,
us.
that's when
but-
when you're playing obviously multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're by yourself, you don't. I guess whatever it works, but
You put it on the controller, but yeah. So
Yeah.
Nintendo.
I don't see myself buying the new Xbox. I mean, I'm content with what I have.
yeah,
yeah.
I think it's I think they're trying to go digital with the new Xbox. They're trying
Really?
to they're trying to stop the disc.
so all you're doing is getting games online.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the next big thing is that I'm getting for my birthday. My birthday is on March 4th. Shout out to myself. But
We're happy birthday to Junior.
But you know what? I'm gonna be getting the next big thing. I know you guys heard of it, but it's the what do you call it? I seem to have forgotten it now.
I guess you're not getting
You're
it.
not getting it.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the virtual.
The VR.
The
Yeah,
one
the
day
VR.
the goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they got the goggles with the controllers. You
Yeah,
see
yeah,
those
yeah.
yet?
I
I'm
haven't
telling
tried it.
you. Have you guys
I had a
watched?
friend. No, I had a friend who had it at a party, and we got to
Did you
sample
try
it.
it?
Yeah, because he bought his cleaner and sprayed it off so everybody could use it. But yeah, there's a boxing game that he has. Like your boxing, it was funny because they all boxed the same guy, right? I was probably like the fourth one to go,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like looking at it like, oh, this guy's huge, he's like, this guy's huge. And then I
Yeah.
went to box him, and we were like the same height because it's different perspective from everybody. And I'm like, this guy's not that big. Like to everybody else like, oh my gosh, this guy's huge, and they're like trying to punch up. And when I put on the virtual thing, we're like the same
Same
height.
height,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
like, oh, this is
He's not
weird,
big.
but he's not big at all.
I remember
I can
one
take
time,
him.
That's funny.
at one time if you bought a Galaxy, you can add on a VR.
Yeah,
It's-
but
Yeah.
that's like, I mean, this is the
This is
company is
more-
virtual. Oh man, I forgot what it's
forgot
called. Oh,
what they
VR
call it,
is
yeah.
something. But I mean, you have these controllers, and it's like it's just so immersive. You put yourself in there. Everywhere you turn, you're in that whole virtual reality thing, and it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I seen people put it on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever watched that movie, Ready Player One?
Yes. Yes.
Telling
Yes.
you, bro,
That's the
We're-
future.
we're going there.
Yeah, that's the future right there. And
We're going there.
so
I mean,
that's
I
what
probably
I'm.
won't be alive, but we're going there.
That's what I'm getting next. I'm getting that in March for my birthday. So
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys about
How much
that.
is it?
Huh?
How much is
It's
it?
like about same as the console. It's like $300.
For real?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
I got the PS5 for like $460.
look, we should all get it. We should all get it. And we
People
can play
are buying
each
that
other.
for like $1,000. Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's
Like, what does this thing do?
Dude, you can buy a VR set and a drone.
Yeah, VR set and a
Oh,
drone.
for what? Yeah.
Yeah, you could sell it for $1,000 and get a VR set and a drone.
Brandon's saying that because I'm looking at buying a drone. Only because we're going to Hawaii. And
Hey,
want to record everything.
Hawaii, Hanawe.
Yeah.
Aloha.
When do you go?
Yeah. So we leave on the 26th.
Oh, it's
Oh, you're gonna have a great time in Hawaii, brother.
Well, it's more or less it's more for family emergency. So
Yeah.
But I've been to Hawaii, but I was never there for that long. The longest I was there was probably a week. Maybe like 4 days.
Yeah.
Not even a week. So I never really got the full Hawaii experience.
Right.
As far as like, I know you can go and hike Coco Head, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Right. So that's what I want to do.
Coco Head is one of the big hikes, and then go to Diamond Head.
Oh
the Diamond Head hike.
Diamond Head? Is that which one is the Stairway to Heaven?
The Stairway to Heaven's another one, but that one is closed. Like, it's been closed for a while. People can sneak on it. And
you have to sneak on.
Yeah. You have to jump the fence.
You have to be there early.
Yeah.
Because there's a security guard there.
And then when he goes on break, jump the fence.
Yeah.
I guess.
And Stairway to Heaven is stairs up to the
clouds,
mountain.
right?
Yeah.
So like a cache.
So you climb the stairs, but it's been closed because it's dangerous. But people still, sneak in and go do it.
Oh, really?
But yeah, Diamond Head, that's the volcano. Waikiki Beach.
Mm-hmm.
That's the volcano right there.
Okay.
And when you get to the top, it's such a beautiful view of Waikiki.
But that's why I want to get.
It's a tough one.
That's why I want to get the drone.
I've done it though, so it's not that tough if I've done it.
How long is the hike? Like 2?
It is grueling, man. I think it took us probably about 2 hours, or me 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it was
Well, that's the reason why I want to get the drone, because when we're doing that, I want to.
Yeah. And Coco Head's a big one. Coco Head, that's a big one. And then go to the beaches, of course. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's really all I did when I was there before, was go to the beach.
Yeah.
And chill with my cousin and stuff. But
say hi to my sister. Shout out to my sister Mona, still there. All my cousins, Michael them. Miss you guys, love you guys.
Michael them.
Michael Tavale and the Momoys, the Tavales.
Yeah, so
the Tangavailoas.
But yeah, so we're excited for that. Mostly because let's go into our main subject of our podcast.
You're going to be away from this cold.
Be away from this cold. I mean, it's warming up now, but we did just hit record breaking. Is it record breaking?
Record breaking.
You're doing a Ted Cruz then?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Too early? Too early?
I don't know. I don't think it's too early. It's still going on right now.
No, they bullied
I was
man.
driving down to San Antonio. I had to take my wife to the airport today.
Yeah.
And it was still, ice. The roads were still a little bit icy early this morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, honey, we're still, expecting, ice and stuff. So
yeah.
And a lot of the bridges were closed, so we had to do things. But I saw this billboard down in San Antonio, and it said Ted Cruz resigned. But it wasn't about the code. It was about the Capitol riot, because they said, hey, you lied about the election, and then there was a riot. Then the Capitol got attacked. So we said, Ted Cruz needs to resign. And his face is up there. It says Ted Cruz resign. I was like, oh my gosh, it's just crazy. And then this whole thing about him going to Cancun.
That's sad that he blamed his daughter.
And you don't know if it was him, because
no,
congressmen.
Text messages came out.
No. I'm saying congressmen and senators. They have a team. I mean, you guys watch Scandal.
Yeah.
They have a Olivia Pope. Everybody has an Olivia Pope to help them with that. So one of their genius people who are gonna spend it for him said, use your daughters. So I'm not saying he did it on his own. Someone coached him on it.
His wife.
Yeah, but it was crazy.
Use his daughters to leave?
Yeah, that's what he said.
He said that his daughters had called him and said hey Dad, can you come with us, or can we go to Cancun because we're cold? And they were cold for 2 or 3 days. So he said, if you're a father, what would you do? But someone in, I guess, the team leaked a friend of the wife.
Yeah. she was
text
sending text messages to a friend saying, "Hey, you guys want to go to Cancun with us? We're going to get away."
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you this though, I'm not a Republican. I don't claim Republican. I don't claim Democrat. I don't claim Independent. I'm just a man of the world who just enjoys things when I have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
But with this whole Ted Cruz thing, when I first heard it and I saw it, I didn't see a big deal about it. I was like,
what's the backstory? Fill us in.
So the backstory
they're saying, why is he going to Cancun while the whole Texas is freezing and people are dying? Yeah. They're saying as him being a
politician for
Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of backlash about that. You know?
Oh, okay.
But
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
Big in the news right now.
Just like you didn't hear about the water.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe because we're good up here.
But yeah, I didn't. To me, I didn't think it was a big deal that he went. I was like, man, if I had a chance, chance to do it, I'd probably do it too. I was like, I mean, yeah, it's it's.
I think the big thing is
so because of that he resigned. They're telling him to resign.
No,
it's just one after another. Like you.
Oh, okay.
You lied about the election, which caused the riot. That's the whole
it's just
issue of him resigning.
It's the whole Democrats versus Republicans.
But then he did this, and like, okay, now
Yeah.
Instead of fighting for your state, you went ahead and took a vacation to Cancun.
Yeah.
While your people of the state are like freezing.
Yeah, but dude, presidents do that all day, every day.
Of course.
I mean, they had.
But I think he's under a microscope because you are a senator of Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, and that's
the thing is, like
it's Texas.
But
Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, Abbott. Come on now.
Yeah,
like
for real.
But yeah,
True.
We're in
That's funny.
Big snowpocalypse.
Oh, yeah, so let's go back to the meat of the subject.
The meat.
How was y'all's experience with the whole snow day or snow week?
Oh,
shall I say?
I'll go ahead and start first since you're looking at me.
I always start this way.
Right?
Just like I read left to right.
There you go. Yeah. I'm glad though I can start first, but we recorded on Saturday.
Yeah, you know why you're glad? Because the last time we made him go first, you're like, man, how come I should have went first before B? What was that about? Now?
COVID?
No, it was about New Year's resolution.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, damn, I should have went first.
Yeah, see, you got good memory, man. I just remember that too from the last episode. Like you guys kept saying, "Oh yeah, we said that in the last one," and me, I'm like, I don't remember saying any of that. I have a bad memory. So Saturday, which is what today's the 20th, so that was Saturday the 13th. That's when we recorded, right?
Yeah.
So this is right before Monday is when everything started. But Saturday, we recorded. We had a great time.
Oh, we recorded on the 12th.
Yeah.
Friday the 12th.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
Friday was 13th session.
Okay. Yeah, it was the 13th session. See, I have a bad memory.
Wait, I'm going back.
Yeah, I have a
Saturday.
I told you.
Look at my calendar.
Yeah, I told you I have a bad memory. That's why I'm glad you guys are here to keep me in check. And that's what my wife always says, like your memory is not that good. So
you don't remember?
So Friday the 12th, we recorded. We had a great time.
We did. We sure did.
A little too much of a great time.
We did.
Because Saturday, I felt horrible. Felt sick. I felt like I felt like I had COVID-19. It was just terrible. I mean, just sick to my stomach. I don't know what the reason why I was sick, but I was able to get over it Saturday, and then Sunday.
Whoa! Let everybody know what you did.
I'm not going to talk about that. Let's just say some things happened that I'm not very proud of. You guys can use your imagination.
Oh, that's funny.
I told my boys here because,
he was sleeping with Ralph.
Sleeping with Ralph.
Praying to the porcelain gods.
There you go.
And then what happened?
So Saturday was a rough day. Just, licking my wounds. Sunday, it's all over the news, of course, Well, I mean, before that, it was all over the news.
Yeah.
That we're going to have a freeze starting on Monday.
Yeah.
And
but we always have that every year. We have that. So
every year we have that.
Like,
yeah, we're like, whatever. Oh yeah, you know, we just
it's gonna get cold.
We you know, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, but we didn't prepare for the worst this time. So Sunday, my wife says, you know, we're gonna let's go to church. We try to go to church, but Sunday was already cold. It was like cold.
Yeah,
it was still icing up and still a little bit dangerous to drive on Sunday. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was just getting a little taste of what Monday was gonna bring.
Yeah,
right on Sunday. So I was like, okay. So we tried to go to church, but we didn't make it. So we're like, okay, let's just go to Walmart, pick up some things that we're gonna need for the house in case there is a snowstorm. And it's always in case. But then as we got there, we're shopping, and I'm telling my wife, like, you know what? It never happens where things, you know, they always have these warnings, and it never comes true. You know, like that's what I was thinking to myself. So we'll just grab whatever we need because I wanted to go home.
And how long have you been in Texas? San Antonio.
Since 2013.
Okay, so I've been here longer. You've been here longer than me.
Yeah. And I remember the last snowfall was like 2017. Yeah, it was 2017.
But it was a
few years.
It was like
it snowed one day.
It was like a sprinkle.
Yeah, it snowed one day and then it was gone the next day.
Look at this snow, and then it disappeared.
We went to work the next day.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So I'm like, okay, you know, we're gonna be fine. Just grab a few things. We'll go home because I was still feeling under the weather on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to go to church so I could pray to the Lord. Say, Lord, please,
save me.
Please take this. But
and I promise I won't ever drink again.
Yeah. So we grabbed, you know, just a few things. We got whatever we needed for dinner. Went home, you know, went to bed, thinking nothing. Woke, and then we wake up in the morning. It's a holiday. It was President's Day, so my son didn't have to go to school. So it was fine.
Yeah.
Wake up, the whole world's frozen outside. Wake up to this freeze on Monday, right? I was like, because I was supposed to go out on Monday. I had to go do some work, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
Freeze just shut down everything. Boom, couldn't do that. And then I'm already getting, right when I start work at 8 o'clock, I'm calling all my employees and asking if you guys are going to make it out. And everybody's like, no, we were iced in. We're not getting out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man.
Dang.
So I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, we're going to be fine, you know, Monday. So I was like, okay. After I talked to everybody, I run to Walmart because it was just crazy. It was getting on the news. Yeah. Everything was shut down. Everything's closed. People's losing power. We were very fortunate we didn't lose any power yet, but I go to Walmart because I'm like, okay, now I got to get some supplies. I go to Walmart. There's nothing on the shelves, on the coolers. We were just there Sunday. Everything was filled. I go there Monday at like 10 o'clock. There was nothing.
Dang,
they took everything off the shelf because it was sold out.
They were going to ration it.
Yeah, no, they took it off because the power went out. So they tried to protect it.
Yeah,
so they took it off the shelves to protect it on that. So we're buying what we can because they said, okay, just get your essentials. The power's been going in and out all day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. So I go get a few things. I go stand in line. Power goes out. I said, well, Register 12 still open. You can go there and buy some stuff.
Lord.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'll go wait.
That's a 2-hour wait.
Is that the cigarette line?
Yeah, the cigarette line.
I need cigarettes.
Yeah. And I did need cigarettes. So I go over there, I said, I need cigarettes, and I'm going to go stand in that line. Okay. I'm like the third person in line. There's like one person, he's checking out.
Yeah.
Everything freezes. The registers go down. This guy in the front, he gets stuck. He, can't get it.
Yeah.
So they announce, the registers are down. You guys can either wait or you guys can leave. The guy in the front left, person in the one's going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm like, all right, yeah, we'll just wait. And then I'm like, you know what? I need to find some gloves for my son so he can go play some snowball fight that day too.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, because didn't it snow on Monday?
Sunday night.
Yep. Yeah, it snowed on Monday.
Yeah, it snowed Monday. So in the snow, we're over there, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get all this stuff. So I'm in there, power's out and all that, and I'm like, okay. So we're sitting there, and then so you guys can wait. I called my wife, said, honey, said either we can wait or I can leave. Said, you just wait over there. So I was like, okay. I was in Walmart for 1 hour. Power finally came back on. There's like 10 of us in line. We all cheered, like, yay! And then waiting for the registers to come up was another 30 minutes. So I was like, hour and 30 No. Then it was open on the self-checkouts. Everybody goes to self-checkouts. But like, can I buy cigarettes at the self-checkouts? Said, no, you got to wait here. So I'm like, okay. So I had to wait for that register to come up. Everybody's checking out the self-checkout. And I'm like, let me check if you guys even have the cigarettes that I need. I asked, do you guys have Camel Crush Silver? Oh, no, we don't have any of that. Oh, man, I don't need the static lighter. So I go to the self-checkout. I try to check out, and the Wi-Fi is so bad that you're checking out that it's not capturing everything. Everything is just delayed.
Yeah.
So everybody's on different register. Only like maybe out of the 10 of us, 2 people were out. So they started canceling their register and jumping on the register that they just checked out from, just trying to find a good one. So I was finally able to get everything checked out in the car. So I had to go get some cigarettes now.
Yeah.
So I drive to the gas station. I pull in. Guy waves me over. He's coming out. It's closed. I'm like, what? Yeah,
What?
It's closed. I'm like, okay. Go to the next gas station. Closed. I went to 5 gas stations that day just to get cigarettes. Closed. Finally found a Dollar General that was open. He was open, packed. Everybody's in line buying water, and I'm only in line just to buy cigarettes. Didn't buy no water. I just bought cigarettes. So I bought cigarettes, and I went home, and I'm like, oh, this is crazy. So
I know, man.
yeah, we were snow. Yeah, it snowed the first day. It was just crazy. So spent the whole week just in, and then the next day it was getting down to 7. 7 degrees is going to be the lowest, right? The low, 7 degrees. So we were going to turn on our heater.
7 degrees.
We never
in
turned
Texas.
7 degrees in Texas.
1 digit.
7 degrees. As long as we lived in
my
Texas,
God.
we don't normally put on our heater.
No.
We don't use our heater. I'm 6'6".
I never had to shovel snow in Texas.
6'6", 6'6", 340 pounds. When it's like 50, 40 degrees, we're fine. I'm fine. We're like, oh yeah, this feels good. Today is 57 degrees. Look, I got a short sleeve on. I didn't come with a jacket. This went down to 7 degrees. We're like, okay, turn on the heater. We turn on the heater. Now, this is what happened with Texas. A lot of the reason why a lot of the electricity went out, they said, was that everybody turned on the heater at the same time.
At the same time?
Yeah, so it just shut down everything.
Oh, wow. I didn't
So
hear about that.
so we turned on our heater. Power went out in our house, so it shut our power, and we're like, oh, okay, that's not good. We go we go into the breaker box, flip everything back on, turn on the heater again. Now it's flickering, and then there's smoke coming out of the vents.
Wow, dude.
Smoke coming out of the vents, and I just found out today because I was in the Dollar General today. I just found out today that I was sitting in the office. Smoke started coming out of the vent, and I'm like calling someone like, I think your office is on fire. And then the guy who's because they didn't have heat for 3 days. They said, oh no, the guy's fixing the heater. He just turned it on.
Oh,
and the guy who's fixing the heater said that's what happens if you don't use the heater. It burns off all the dust and stuff in the vents, and that's why you get that smoke smell. He said it's just fine. You just let it burn off, and it'll be okay. I was like, I didn't know that. We just turned off our heater because we were scared. Our house was burning. Like the alarms were going off. We don't know any of this. We're from the islands.
But I mean, at the same time, you gotta. It's still 50-50.
Yeah,
it could be that, but it could also be that I flickered. I shut everything off and turned everything back on.
Yeah,
some kind of electrical thing.
Yeah, so it was flickering. Dang. Thought it was a fire, so we finally just turned off the heater and never had the heater this whole time. Yeah. We tried it just for a few more that time, but nothing. Really? Our house got as cold as 30 degrees in our house.
I don't even know what our house hit.
Yeah,
as far as like how cold it got. But
yeah, it got as cold as 30 degrees. I mean, we're looking at it like, oh my God, it's 30 degrees in here. But we had like space heaters. My mother-in-law went to Vegas on Saturday, on the 12th, right? She was supposed to be back on Monday. Her flight got canceled. She was stuck in Vegas all the way till I just picked her up yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just picked her up yesterday. She finally got to come back home. But she has a space heater in her room because we never use the heater.
Yeah.
She just uses a space heater in her room. My son has a space heater for his room too. So we took both of those space heaters, put it in our bedroom, and that's what we use for heat. It was only our bedroom was warm throughout the whole house, but the whole house was cold, 30 degrees. So we were fine, and we were very fortunate never to lose power. We never lost water. Except I think it was the February 18th, which is actually my brother Mark Tangaloa's birthday. Pastor Mark, shout out to my brother Mark.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
But that's his birthday on that day. But on that day, we started losing pressure on our water. Like it was just very like low pressure.
Yeah.
And I was like wondering, like, what's going on with our water? And I was even asking my wife. I never Googled it or anything. I just, I'm like, okay, we have low pressure, but I'm drinking that water all day. And then at the end of the day, I'm looking at my emails, and I get an email from the city of Cibolo saying that we need to boil our water because there's a low pressure, that there's a water shortage, and there's a low pressure, so there might be some parasites or bacteria. Mm-hmm. So you need to boil your water before you consume it, and that's like brushing your teeth, drinking it, or cooking with it. And I was like, wait a minute, I was drinking all day with it. So I'm like, so I'm gonna probably just tell you guys, and now I'm on camera, as you know, saying that if you guys see me next week and I look like I lost 30 pounds, then the bacteria and parasites got me.
You got some parasites and tapeworm in there.
And some tapeworms, but I was drinking the water the whole time. But I've been reading, that they said the water should be, fixed by this weekend, and we should be good again. But I was drinking it today too, so from my wife, hard head, like, hey, you islanders, and that's the funny thing. Like when you're islanders, we don't know any of this stuff. Like with this cold, we don't know how to deal with this cold weather. Like Texas don't know how to deal with cold weather. Islanders in Texas don't know how to deal with cold weather. I'm like, you're supposed to shovel the snow out of your driveway so you can drive out, to the store. I didn't shovel the snow. I cleared my windshield, drove to the store. When I came home, when I drove out, it packed the snow in. Yeah. So when I tried to drive up the ramp, it just kept sliding. I couldn't get up to my park. So I know everybody's watching me like, what's wrong with this local guy? But he just driving all over on the snow, packing it in.
We walk out with shorts and flip flops and a hoodie though.
So
we always gotta have our weather gear on. It has to be a hoodie.
Yeah. So I gotta park my car on the street because I already ruined my driveway because it's like packed snow now. Like it's on like an icy driveway. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, we'll leave that, and then just nothing. I mean, I don't even know. And then our dog, we have a dog, our pit bull, Tally. Yeah. And, she doesn't know what's going on with the snow. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to ever use the bathroom because I don't want her to use the bathroom in the house. But she loved the snow.
Dogs love snow.
Yeah, she was jumping in that snow.
Wait until we get to me.
Yeah.
I got a bougie bully down there.
Well, wow. Real bougie. Loved it. She was jumping in the snow, running. I was walking with her, and, man, she used the bathroom the whole time. Today was where the snow finally melted, right? A lot of the snow melted.
Oh, yeah. Sun came out smiling. Snow went away.
Hi.
Hey. Snow was out, and I went to the backyard, started cleaning up Tally's leavings. Yeah. Oh, my God. I filled up a bucket. Of all her, because, there was nowhere. I couldn't take her for walks because of the snow. And it wasn't more for her. Like, she loved the snow, but me, I'm not a snow person. I'm like, oh. So I was like, she just go in the back and I was just picking up everything. I'm like, holy cow, there's a lot, Tally. I was like, yeah, but good she goes outside and not inside. And then,
nice.
I mean, I took a video, and I posted on Instagram and Facebook, I said, look, it's snowing in San Antonio. Yeah. And one of my friends commented, said, hey, it's just a light dusting. It's not even covering the ground. Just saying, like, playing it off. And I'm like, bro, when you're from the islands, this looks like a blizzard to us. Right? When you're from the islands, this is a blizzard. I'm like I'm filming. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? The world's ending.
The world's ending. No.
That's the thing. Like I lived in
climate change.
Yeah, I lived in Michigan. I lived in Michigan for a year, so I dealt with snow up in Michigan. But Michigan, they know how to do it.
Yeah.
They know how to do snow.
You got the plowers coming out.
Yeah, they boom. They drive. My first day driving, I was going to school up there, and I was taking classes, and I drove in the snow, and when I pull up to the traffic light and I get on the bridge is the icy part. That's where bridge is ice, right? I get on the bridge. There's already 4 cars in the ditch from the bridge. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go over too then. And I was the 5th car that ended up in the ditch. I'm spinning around. I end up in the ditch and I'm like, all right, maybe if I saw those 4 cars, I should have turned around and went home. But
yes, sir.
Hey,
oh my God,
local boys, in the mainland with snow.
Not me, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
not me.
You know what we say? Oh, chance them.
Chance them.
You know what? They never make them. I gonna make them. Oh, okay, I see why you guys are in the ditch
I went
now.
to church. I went to church.
I prayed before.
The Lord got me.
I prayed before I left the house.
Tell you, man,
and then what happens? You spin. You get in the ditch, and then the Lord says, "I put those 3 cars there so that you know not to do it."
Have to do that.
Lord, I try to protect you.
I'm not realizing what you were telling me at that time. But I was able to get out of the ditch and go back, get to school. And then when I got to school was shut down. They're like, I don't know why you came out. School's shut. It's closed. Crazy. I'm like, oh, wow, we don't have snow days in Hawaii. Okay, I'm going back home.
No snow days.
Yeah. And I remember, one time when I was in Michigan, we hit this hill. I was coming home from work. This is like a small hill, small incline. But I wasn't going fast enough. Before I reached the top, the wheel started spinning out. It was just too slippery, right? So I'm like spinning up, and next you know, I'm just started coasting right back down the hill. Coasting right back down. I'm like glad there's nobody. I was like late. It was like 2:00 in the morning, so there's nobody else behind me. I'm like, oh, just coasting right back down there. Hit the bottom, like, oh, okay. So then I had to reverse all the way down this road and then hit it like at 60 miles per hour hitting this hill. I'm like, yeah, and then go like right over there, like boom. Man, you do some crazy stuff, and this weather was crazy, and
it's crazy.
You know what? I mean, we laugh about it right now, but I know there were like a lot of people who were affected by it. I mean, there was like 3 million people who didn't have electricity, 13 million people who still don't have water or clean water, and there was like 20 people I think I heard that died. So I mean,
really?
I mean, prayers, prayers going out to all these people who were affected that way. We don't mean to make light of it, but it's just it was a crazy experience. And
it was.
I just thank the Lord that we were able to get through it. You know, me and my family, we had no electricity issues, no water issues. We had a lot of food. We actually saved a lot of money this week because I was like, man, usually we spend so much money eating out. Yeah, this week we didn't spend nothing because I was like, okay, let me go thaw this chicken. We're gonna eat chicken tonight. Or let me cook ramen. We're gonna cook ramen. I was like. But yeah, because I do the finances, and I do a financial spreadsheet for the family so we can see where we're spending, and our groceries and our dining out was just
zero.
Zero for the week. I was like, oh man.
Thank you, Snow.
Yeah, so it was. We were very fortunate, but like I said, not many people were, and I know,
Yeah, for the most part.
Whoever is affected, I'm like, if you guys listen to this and you guys are affected by this and you guys need anything, just comment below, reach out to us, our friends and family who are watching this. If you guys need something from us, reach out to us, JC's going to Hawaii in a couple of days. His house will be available.
You can let Airbnb it real quick.
Airbnb.
He got power. He got heat.
Go ahead, B. How was your experience with the snow?
Man, I have to say we were blessed, and
amen, brother.
Yeah, we were blessed that we had our water, we had food, we had our electricity, and I think it went out for 2 hours on what's today? Friday? Saturday, yep. Today's Saturday?
20th, yep.
Yeah, today's Saturday.
Our power went out on Thursday.
Oh, really?
How long did it go on?
A couple of hours. But I think honestly I was kind of happy in the beginning when it was snowing because it's been a while since I've seen snow like that.
Yeah.
I was Sunday night. Yeah. I heard someone outside of the house. Like it sounded like they were screaming. So us being the good neighbors.
Yeah. You checking it out?
I checked the blinds. I was like, "What's going on?" Ashley's like, "Did you hear that?" I said, "Yeah." So I opened the door. And it's my neighbor and his kids. They're playing in the snow. Yeah. So I run back and I was like, babe, it's snowing. It's snowing. Like, for real, snowing. So I went out there. I called my dad.
For real, that's why you know you're in Texas. It's snowing. No, for real, snowing.
Snowing. Like,
it's sticking.
It's like,
it's there.
It's there. And, I was like, I hope it stays so that Mav can see it. Mav is my son. If we have new listeners, Ashley's my wife.
Maverick's our baby boy. The Islanders view, baby boy.
Big boy. I was like, man, I hope it stays so that we can like take a picture with him in the snow.
Yeah, I saw that picture. That was a good one.
You saw it, right?
Yeah, that was nice.
So we wake up and I look out the window and I was like, damn.
Winter Wonderland.
That's like 11 inches. That's a whole bunch of snow.
Right.
So I'm out there. I'm like looking. I'm showing Mav and I'm thinking like, man, should I take him outside? And Ash wakes up. We dressed him up and we like sat him out there. And he touched the snow. He's like, nah, Mom, Dad, take me inside.
Yeah, right.
Take me inside. But
no, not having this.
I think every couple of hours, I went out there. I took different pictures.
Yeah.
Just to record it,
Yeah.
I take photos, I take videos
All the time.
And
Yeah, you lived in Seattle, right? So
yeah,
you saw a lot of snow up there.
when I was up there,
Yeah, me too.
when I was up there, it was a lot of snow. Now they barely get. But
Nah, because you
now-
left. You left when? Well, no, your sister was in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, but even when Jolyn was there in like the late 2013, 20.
No, because when my
2012?
brother was there, I wanted to visit. It snowed really, really good. Like
They got
actually really bad.
Dude, they got snow big time this year.
Really?
Yeah, but it's not only Texas. The whole country
Yeah.
got heavy snow and heavy like crazy weather.
Yes.
But Monday morning, we get a call from Ashley's sister, and she's like, "Hey, do you guys have your power?" We're like, "Yeah."
Who, Ariel?
Yeah, Ariel, and she was like,
Well, since you said her name, let me put a shout out real quick. If you guys haven't noticed from our last sesh, this big heart with the red, yellow, green in the background.
yeah,
I really love this background because it says more than it shows. Like
One love.
that's one love right there. You know what I mean?
love.
So I really loved it. So Brandon's sister-in-law, Ariel, big shout out to her. She gave it to us so we can put it here in the podcast. Thank you. We love you. One love.
One
thanks,
love.
Ariel. Thank you. Yeah, she called us. She's like, "Hey, do you guys got power?"
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where she live?
In Converse.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, in Converse, and
Okay.
she was like, "Yeah, we don't have any power." So Ash, she's like, "Hey, Dad and everyone got power. Can they come over here?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
They didn't have any power up until Thursday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Up until Thursday, and we try to be good Christians,
Yeah.
and anyone that was everyone tries to be good Christians, and anyone that was without food or without power, we invited them into our home.
Mhm.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, we invited them to our home, and I know we told a couple of friends like, "Hey, if you guys don't have any heat, any power, come to our house. Just bring a blow up mattress, stay with us."
Yep.
We have food. We try to ration it.
Amen.
I think we had like 4 or 5 things of spam.
Hey, bro. All you need is if you have a head of lettuce and a can of spam, you can feed a whole clan, baby.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
And what we were thinking is that, okay, so it's weird with you guys because you're in the same grid as the military base.
Yeah.
Because my parents didn't lose any power.
No, we're not. Wait until you get to me.
Oh, okay. we didn't lose any power because
TJ didn't lose any power.
No,
because he's right.
He's right there.
He's right on there.
He's right down the street from my parents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So we didn't lose any power, and it's because I think we were right in the same grid as Fort Sam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had they call it not blackouts but brownouts. That's what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think since we were part of that, we lost for like two hours on Thursday. We lost pressure Wednesday morning.
Yeah. Oh,
And we filled up some of the water. We don't drink out the faucet as much.
Yeah.
So we drink out of our little.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah. So Ash was really worried. She's like, "Well, what if we drink water?" I was like, "It's purified.
Yeah.
We just bought new filters. We're good."
Especially if you have we have a water softener. So
Yeah.
it gets a little cleanse there, and then it goes through the filter,
Yeah.
and it goes through the other filter. So
You should be good.
should be good.
Should be good, yeah.
Should be good.
That's right.
We'll
But,
find out
Just
after I drink
depends
it.
if
Yeah.
you-
Well,
it
we're
depends
still
what you
brushing
brush
our
your
teeth.
with, yeah.
We're still brushing our teeth, you
Yeah.
know? And
Exactly.
But yeah, like I said, man, we were blessed to have a home. We were blessed to stay warm, and we
Amen.
just
Amen.
asked for everyone to pray for anyone that lost power or still without power.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Without any heat, because that's the biggest thing, especially when you hit 7 degrees or 1 degree in Texas. It's like we're not used to that.
No,
Nope.
not even. I
Not
don't
even
know.
20.
Yeah, not even 20. Like,
We're not used to that. I think the last time we hit a low double digit was 2018. Was like 16, 17 degrees.
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah. I think last year we hit like 19 or something.
Yeah, but like Sunday morning.
But it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't.
Sunday morning we were at a friend's house, and Ash was like, "Hey, we gotta go.
Yeah.
And make sure we're at home because it's gonna get bad.
Yeah.
Like the wind's gonna come." I was like, "Oh, okay."
That's what
we get in the car and we're like, "Here's the windshield was like, like,
wow,
the windshield was freezing up."
Yeah.
So, it got home okay, and then all of a sudden the wind hit and hit 10 degrees, then precipitation, and then all of a sudden snow. I'm glad everyone got to see snow in their lifetime here in Texas, but after that first day or second day, it's not nice.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
Snow,
especially when you're not equipped for it,
Yeah.
Usually, everywhere that has major snow, you're usually equipped,
Yeah.
Like when I used to live in Seattle, I used to have my CD case to scrape the ice off. That's what I used to use, a CD case.
I never thought about that.
Dude, I was like, I ain't buying one of those fancy things. I got like 20 CDs up in there.
I went to Walmart and bought those putty knives, the plastic putty knives.
Yeah.
In hardware, yeah. So I still have it at home. I use that just. And I used a credit card the first day
I think you were the one who told me, like, hey, you need to scrape because you came to the house, remember that day?
Yeah.
To get
your
phone and stuff, switch, and you're like, hey, you got to scrape your stuff out there. I was like, oh damn, I don't listen to CDs anymore. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I didn't have the putty.
I mean, we didn't go anywhere, so it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
I used my credit card, an old credit card.
Yeah.
And I used that to scrape it, and then it broke like halfway through. I was like, oh.
I'm not going to use that one anymore.
Yeah. Well, it was an old credit card. I'm not gonna use my new credit card.
Right.
I think the most thing, like, we were, we dripped our water.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's what they tell you.
Yeah, that's when you used to live in some cold places.
Yep, you already dripped.
You wrap the pipes outside. You drip your water.
Yeah, you know it's funny. I dripped the bathrooms, but I didn't drip the kitchen sink. And then it was like I think Tuesday. The water was fine in the bathrooms, but the kitchen sink, the water was frozen.
Oh, wow.
But it ended up, defrosting later on that day, and then it was working.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, my neighbor, he was like, I don't got any water. I said, did you drip your faucets? He's an old Hispanic guy, so he knows, like, certain things that he's really, like, handy. He's like, no.
If you're not handy in cold weather, you're not going to know
Dude,
that.
He said, no, we're okay, Brandon. I have water. I said, how? You don't got any water? He goes, I grabbed some snow and I melted it. I was like,
and I boiled it.
Hey,
that's bringing it way back.
The reason why I talked to him is because I heard this. So I looked out the window.
Yeah.
And he had his daughter and her boyfriend cleaning my driveway and my walkway. I was like,
really?
Mr. Jesse,
nice.
You don't need to do that. No. She needs to do something. I was like,
they didn't go work today.
Hey, bro. Hey,
they don't got school today.
I was like, okay.
Hey, teaching, baby, teaching.
I was like, okay. Hey, he's like, leave her alone. Leave her alone.
Kids nowadays don't know that stuff. They don't know.
Yeah, so I had a clean driveway and a walkway.
Nice.
Hey,
thanks,
amen.
Mr. Jesse.
Amen.
There you go.
Amen, Mr. Jesse. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're good, man. We were blessed. We was just, like I said,
yeah.
God was on our side, protected our home.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Yeah. How about you? What happened in your household?
So I'm not going to go all the way back to how Junior went, all the way back to when we recorded. Okay, I'm just going to start from Monday, only because the interaction with Javion and myself. Javion, for our listeners and viewers, that's my son. So he's seen snow before, right? But he was younger, and he saw it in Utah. And so when we started hearing the news that it's going to snow on Monday, he was so excited, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his dad, I don't have to go to school on Monday because it's holiday.
Yeah,
President's Day. I was like, you don't have to go to school. He's like, can I play in the snow on Monday? I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, in my head, I was like, it's not going to snow.
Yeah.
Okay?
If there is snow, you can play.
If there is snow, yes, you can play. But I was just like, I didn't want to give his hopes up. I didn't want to, put it like, he was so excited. I didn't want to bring him down. So I was just like, yeah, bro, when it snows, you can play. But in my mind, I was like, it's not gonna snow. My son's not gonna be. He's gonna be so disappointed when he walks out and there's no white, whatever, blah blah blah.
Keyword when.
Yeah, I don't know. And then so we wake up Sunday morning, dude, and I look outside. I wake up first, and I look outside. I'm like, what? I'm like, no way, for real. There's like freaking snow. I was like, holy cow.
Snow.
It's snow.
Snow,
Like,
snow.
I don't see my yard, dude.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, it's really snowing right
Where's
now.
the road at?
Yeah, so like, well, let me take that back. The night before, it was, did it
Ice.
snow a little bit?
Sunday was ice. Remember, that's when I came
Yeah,
over
yeah.
Sunday, and it was
Sunday.
ice. And I said, "Hey, if you're going anywhere, you got to scrape your."
Yeah, no. So I'm thinking about the night of. So, because Joselle went out and like went crazy.
It was
but,
snowing like at
Dude.
10 or 9, right? It started snowing.
Yeah.
Sunday night. Yeah.
Javion woke up. He was super excited, bro. He's like, I was like, go ahead. For me, like, my kids were like, Daddy, let's go play in the snow. I'm just like, I don't care for snow.
Yeah.
It's cool, but if I'm not snowboarding, I don't care for it.
My
Yeah.
clothes are
'Cause
gonna
I-
get wet.
Yeah, because when I was in Seattle, I used to snowboard all the time when it's snowing.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, there's no reason to be in the snow, and like my sister was all like, take Joselle and pull her on the truck, because if you saw some videos, people are actually pulling their kids on tubes.
Yeah.
And I was like, we don't got a tube though.
Mm-hmm.
I can be an islander and pull her on a cooler on the put her on a cooler cover and make her go. And so actually, let me back up. Javion was actually, he wasn't here. I woke him up at my mom's house. He was at my mom's house. That's why Javion wasn't here. So we woke him up because he was playing all day.
Yeah.
Fortnite. At my mom's house, my mother-in-law's house. And so we had to call him and be like, bro, it's snowing. And so he's like, what? I was like, yeah, it's snowing. Like, oh yeah. So then he had to borrow, like after he played in the snow, he didn't have no clothes. And we didn't want to drive out there just yet, because everything just happened.
Yeah.
And so like my mother-in-law had to make him borrow like her shirt. So he's like wearing big ass clothes because he wanted so bad to play. And I was like, yeah, go ahead and play. And just for our listeners and viewers, it actually snowed twice. Yeah. So
snowed
the
Sunday,
second time, I was getting confused with the second time when Javion woke up.
Thursday.
But Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. The past Thursday it snowed.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is the next day
it melted.
It melted right away.
Even that day, like it was snowing.
Yeah.
And it didn't pile up. It was still melting, like snowing and melting.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't piling up because it snowed all day.
Yeah, it did.
But it didn't pile up as much as you thought it would by snowing all day.
Yeah.
So.
But that first night that it snowed, Joselle went crazy. She just stayed out all night. And we're kind of like getting mad. Like, we don't want you to get sick before we go on our trip, because we still got to get tested 3 days prior to.
Yeah.
So Hawaii's 3 days prior to your departure here, you got to get tested. And then when you get there, you got to get tested again.
Where'd you get tested here?
We haven't got tested yet. We have to do 72 hours. 72 hours before you leave.
Where are you going?
There's a list that they have.
So Hawaii has a list. You can go to any
of authorized tests.
Yeah. So
CVS,
okay.
CVS
but CVS
is on
and
the list,
and I think Walgreens.
Walgreens on the list.
Okay.
Walgreens and CVS they'll take. So, but we have to make an appointment.
So the only thing is that those they don't have. You have to pay for rapid results for those.
Yeah.
So you don't get you can either wait and get it for free like a couple days, but for rapid results you have to pay like $140.
Yeah. So we were like, man, I hope this doesn't keep going, man, till we have to leave,
Yeah.
But going back to my bougie dog, so we have to take him out, right?
Sinai.
And, Sinai. So the whole backyard's full of snow, and this dude has no idea what it is, and he's just like we open the door, and he's just like, because he scratches the door, he wants to go out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he wants to go out. So we open the door, and he thought about it. He's like,
no.
what's that? What is that? What's that stuff?
No.
What's that stuff? Wait. And I was like, are you kidding me? And so Bono was like, honey, I think you got to shovel snow so that he sees the ground. I was like, this mother. We don't got. I was like, the shovel's in the freaking shed. I was like, I'm not gonna walk all the way in the shed just to get a damn shovel. So I took the freaking dustpan and I'm like shoveling snow, making a trail for him to go and freaking.
Come on.
Dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. But then maybe like after 3 days, or after like, no, when he first went out there, then the next day he went out again. Then he like accidentally stepped in it, I guess. Trial and error.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, that's cool. Started walking around. So I was like, okay.
Dude,
He wasn't like playing in it though.
Yeah.
There's a video of like when it first snowed.
Yeah.
And a picture someone posted where their dog put their first paw out.
Yeah.
And it's just their paw. And everything's clear. And it said, that's how my dog feels right now.
That's good. That's funny. But yeah, so he didn't want to go out until after he got used to it. Then he didn't mind it. But then so for us, we always had water.
Yeah.
Our pressure never really messed around. It was always good. But our power was going on and off. It was like on and off. Like it'll go on for 15 minutes, go off. And then after another 15 minutes, go back on. Then stay on for 15 minutes, go off. Go off be off for like 30 minutes, go back on for 15. So it was like flickering. I was like, so then we're just like this. We're like in the morning, we want coffee. We're like, all right, when this goes back on. So we're like, prep the coffee. So when the power goes on, all you gotta do is hit power. Then we make coffee. Then as soon as it's done, power goes on.
Dude, my brother texted me.
Did you have your heater on?
No, we didn't have it on.
Oh, okay.
No.
My brother texted me. He's like, because my parents' pipe busted, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, hey, when you come over, can you bring some coffee? Because I'm like really feeding for some right now. I said, dude, I'll try. Everywhere was closed.
Yeah.
HEB was packed.
Do it. Yeah. You might as well. If you can make it at your house, you just got to do it. Like,
yeah.
Because like, so obviously we did the whole, make your water leak and all that stuff. We still obviously we showered and stuff.
Yeah.
But again, we had to shower so that everyone had hot water when they showered. We waited until the power went on. And I'm like, but I try to tell like my sister, like, there's still water in the heater, so that water is still gonna be hot.
Yeah.
Until it goes away.
Yeah.
But so we still showered and stuff. But my neighbor, like right next door, his pipes busted in his house, dude.
Oh man.
And so like his whole kitchen, living room was freaking flooded.
Is that why? I mean, there's like no car there. Nobody's there right now.
They park in the garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not Islander. Yeah, Islanders are only one I think they use the garage for another room for storage. They don't put cars in it.
Nope.
Pool table.
Pool table, man cave. So he came over and asked to borrow water. So we gave him for some water, not borrow it, but for some water.
Yeah.
Because he's not gonna give it back.
I
caught myself.
He comes back with a gallon. Hey, this is for the water you let me borrow.
Wait, how did you get that?
Where did you get that gallon?
Yeah, so we gave him the igloo cooler, the freaking we use for like Fiesta.
Yeah.
We filled that up with water and gave it to him. But yeah, so I was just, again, we're blessed to not have any pipes break or bust or whatever. At least we had water. We toughed out. So power went out. There was one time power went out for a whole night. So it was super cold in the house. We just freaking bundled up on the bed, to go to sleep. Just like
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
What's that?
Huh?
So all the,
like who?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
All
the
parents,
newer one?
No, both of them.
Both of them. Where the grandparents are in the bed
All
together.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's yeah. So we actually brought all the kids. We took the kids to come onto to our bed.
Yeah.
And go under the blanket and stuff.
Yeah.
It was cool. Just doing that part, and then power will go back on in the morning. Then it'll last for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Go back off again. That's how it was for like most of the week. So until like the end of the week, that's when power kind of stayed on.
That's crazy though. I mean, did you see though, like they call it, what is it, the ERCOT? ERCOT is going to be like, I mean, they're going to look at that now because it was just crazy to think that Texas lost all this power because this is the only grid. Texas has its own grid.
Mm-hmm. We're not part of the country grid.
Yeah, the country grid, the national grid. So
because they don't want to go through legislation or like taxes or anything like that. So
but ERCOT was saying like, hey, this is like a 1 in a million thing. Like this, we don't have this kind of weather all the time that would do this. So we should be good, but still, I mean, it's just.
How do we know that though? Yeah. Is it only because of the time frame, or is it going to happen from here on out? You know,
that's what. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, there's gonna be some investigations going on, and then you have like some people.
What was that, dude?
I try to hold the hiccup out. Yeah. But yeah.
And you got some people who's getting like charged like $17,000 for their power bill was $17,000. But that's
really?
That's a different type of power where you pay a different amount. Like you get different powers that you can. I mean, electricity that you can get in Texas. So I guess I think it was called Griddy. Griddy was the name of the company, and like one person got charged like $17,000 for the month for their electricity bill.
I know a lot of people or a lot of like politicians were saying this would what is it? This would never happen if we weren't using renewable energy.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so
they just want to blame they want to blame everything except what it was is, I don't know. To me, like I'm a local boy. I just read the news, but when I read it, it sounds like to me that ERCOT is to blame for everything. So I don't know.
I know.
That's just my take on it.
I know one mayor of the city of some city. He said, "Stop waiting for handouts."
Oh, he's the one that got fired.
He resigned.
Oh, yeah, resigned.
He resigned. He said, "Stop waiting for handouts." You guys should have been prepared for this. You watch the news, take care of your own self. You shouldn't be depending on the government. And it's like, okay, first of all, we live in Texas.
Yeah.
We don't think that this is gonna happen ever, to where it hits a 1 degree.
Yeah.
And we didn't think that our electricity was gonna shut down.
And you need electricity for heat.
It was the older guy.
Yeah.
It got to be an older guy.
I think he was my age.
I don't know. My thing is like, my thing is kind of like, I kind of see where what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
But I guess he's saying it at the wrong position because you're always gonna have backlash. You know what I mean? Like that can be like my take on things. But for me, it's like you can't say that to a state full of people, or
if you're the mayor or you're the governor or the senator,
you got. There's only a few people that can do that. You know? Out of 100 people, maybe 50 people know how to live on their own, or live without power, or live without water. And when you say that to those people, they'll be like, "Yeah, I got it, cool." But when you say that to everybody else, it's kind of like, "No."
How many Texans own a generator? Do you own a generator?
No, but I was like. After now, this, I was like, man, it's funny that you brought that up, because when power started like flickering a little bit when it first started, I was like, man, I should have invested in that generator. And then power went out, and I hear my neighbors. I was like, that fool got a generator. Hey, he's probably one of the 50, that know how to live without. That's ready,
Yeah.
Whatever and that's my thing is like. Why are we wait? And that's why I'm saying I kind of agree with what he's saying, because why do we wait for something bad to happen in order to overcome it, rather than being ready for whatever happens? So like it's kind of like the saying, like it's better to have it and not need it than to not have it and need it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think I said that right. Did I say that right? It's better to
sounded good to me.
It's better to not need it and have it than to not have it and need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of like that. You know what I mean? So that's where I get what he's saying. But like I'm saying, like there's only a very few people with that mentality.
I think a lot of eyes are open now,
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. And that's
we're
my
in a
thing.
different century. We're in a different environment.
Yeah.
You know, because
Yeah.
anything can happen now.
Yeah.
Anything.
And but I think that's
COVID, SnowVid.
and that's like, going back to what Junior was saying about being from the islands, and I think that's where I don't want to take for granted. Yes, we didn't have the best things growing up, but we had family, we had each other, and we learned. We were taught growing up how to live without these things.
Yeah.
And
to
islands, overcome anything. And that's why it's kind of like, I think we're, and not just islanders, but people that were able to be raised that way, or like when stuff like this happens, we know how to adapt and overcome the issue rather than complaining about the issue and whatever. Like, that's not our first reaction. Like, our first thing is like, okay, how do I beat this issue?
So here's the thing I see.
Easy, that's why.
Here's the thing I noticed the difference between people that are islanders
Mm-hmm.
and people that are born on the mainland,
Mm-hmm.
right? Islanders, we do we deal with what we have.
Yeah.
And even with what we have, we will always invite someone in.
Yes.
In times of crisis.
Mm-hmm.
We'll always invite someone in times of crisis with what we have.
Yeah.
No matter what we have.
Yeah.
Prime example, HEB, people were out there for 2-3 hours and grabbing whatever they wanted, and just to hoard.
Mm-hmm.
And that mindset of like the main sign mindset is every man for himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you can take your neighbor in, literally your neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
who may be struggling or pipes busted,
Yeah.
take him in.
Yeah.
Hey, come on. You
Yeah,
know?
it's kind of like that trading mindset. Like, okay, I have this. I have the body of a car, but you have the wheel.
Exactly.
In order to get to over there, I need your wheel.
Yeah.
So let's work together. Like, kind of like that.
And
mindset,
that's the
yeah.
problem we have right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
I think the biggest issue with this whole snowstorm or this ice storm that really affected our state was
No. It wasn't ice storm, bro. It was snow.
Snowstorm, ice storm, but this
Yeah.
whole storm. I mean, the biggest thing that affected the state of Texas was electricity.
Yeah.
The whole electricity issue when you're having like temperatures were 7 degrees, you can't have people not have power to heat themselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You had a family, a grandmother and some children who died because they tried to ended up burning down their house,
Yeah.
and they died from
Yeah.
it.
Was that in Dallas, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there. But in the islands, when you're from the islands and we get hit with hurricanes, typhoons in Guam, we lose power. We lose power for like weeks at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have to battle the elements. We don't have to battle cold. We can go weeks at a time without power in a way because we don't have to worry about heating ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we're living that paradise. But Texas doesn't have that luxury during this time.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever they need to do, ERCOT needs to do to fix this, and then go forward and say, when we have a freeze or have a snowstorm,
Yes.
this will not happen again. You will not have
Yeah.
3 million homes
Yeah.
who don't have power during this time. They need to have like something in place that says they need to be able to fix it because they can't do this again. They cannot do this again. And they need to just say like, well, it's a 1 in a million thing. Like, we couldn't plan for something that never really happens in Texas.
Exactly. And this
you
is
can't
going back
plan
to
for it. Yeah, you
this is
said
going
you
back
can't
to
plan for it, but now you can because you've seen it happen.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
you can plan for it.
Yes.
So plan to make it
Yeah.
better.
And this is kind of going back to my argument with the whole tier 1 and tier 2 with COVID and stuff, like going off percentages. Like, it's the same thing. Like, okay, well, this only happened once in 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, so we're not going to do it? Like, why not? Like, just be prepared. Like, we're saying, you're telling the average person to be prepared, but you should be prepared up here as well.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Going back to what he just said. Like, be prepared up here too. Just because what I'm saying, it's just trying to survive. That whole survival mindset just happens, right? But like, if we don't have to do that, then be prepared up here too to take care of your people if this is your, you know what I mean? Going back to what he's saying.
Dude, I would be. I couldn't imagine what would happen if there was like a breakdown in government or an apocalypse.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Do you
Zombie apocalypse.
Do you see how everyone is acting right now?
Yeah. And it's
Like-
crazy because we just said it earlier, back to back, COVID, and SnowVid.
Every movie we've ever watched about apocalypse always predicts this, and
Yeah.
it seems like we're always, even though the movies just say that that's how we will be, it seems like we
That's
are
how it will
proving
be.
we're proving the movies right. We're proving,
And that's
the
what I'm
movies
trying to
right.
tell. Like I always tell Bonna, dude, like I always try to tell people, like some of these movies are speaking
Spot
to us,
on,
like
right?
telling you, like, look, be ready.
Human nature.
You know what I
man.
mean?
It's,
Just be ready.
I just learned the other day. You know that movie I Am Legend?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what year it took place in?
No.
2021.
Wow.
You know why it happened? Because of a vaccine.
That's crazy.
Because
You know, I was
remember,
reading
he was in his laboratory
Yeah.
trying to create a
Yeah, yeah.
vaccine.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I remember. Yeah.
Year 2021.
Wow.
You know, I was reading an article that says there's like thousands of servicemen who don't want to take the vaccine.
Dude, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm one of those.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to take it.
No, that's why I know we talked about that, and you guys
Yeah.
are in the,
Like,
you
show-
guys are members of,
like, this is-
that's why I was like, you're not alone. Like, there's like
Yeah.
thousands of
Exactly.
people who feel the same
Yeah.
way as you. So it's
Exactly.
crazy, you
Yeah.
know. Like
Yeah.
you guys are sharing your opinions, but it's crazy that it's in the news. Everybody else feels like that too in the service. They're like,
Yeah,
we
dude.
don't want to take it either.
Exactly, dude. It's, unless, like I said with the flu, unless you have millions of people that took the flu shot that said, yeah, I just got sick again, and then I got over it, or I didn't
Yeah.
get sick, and
Yeah.
it's whatever. Then service members will be like, all right, cool, I can handle that, you know. But when you got people getting sick, and then at the extreme dying, like,
Nah.
you tell me hey, I'm gonna sound like what's his name? You mean I'm gonna smoke this? I'm gonna die? What's that called? Death?
Catwill
Cal Williams
is deaf.
It's deaf. Deaf. What you mean? I'm gonna smoke this? I'm gonna die?
No, you go deaf.
That's what the same thing with the vaccine.
Yeah.
The vaccine shot. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this shot. I'm gonna die. Like, come on now. Like, I don't want to. Like, I mean, unless you get a handle on that, then we'll
No,
do
you
it,
grow a
know?
limb.
Hey man.
It-
But there's some units that are, I don't know, making it from what I heard, right now it's voluntary, but I know sooner or later it's gonna be mandatory.
Yeah.
So
Soon.
Mandatory.
I feel
We'll
like
see.
it's gonna be midsummer, early fall.
yeah,
It'll be mandatory.
that's crazy.
So what's the forecast for next week?
70
know.
degrees.
So,
70
oh yeah,
degrees?
yeah. So,
All right, that's good to know.
Yeah, so you can see the snow slowly going away.
Yeah.
Like, I think I got a little bit by the shed, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some is still in the shade at my house.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, my mother-in-law's in Universal City area, which is weird because, like, it's Universal City and Converse, like, literally next to each other.
Next to each other, yeah.
And she didn't have water. And that was so, like, she didn't have water, but she had power.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have power, but we had water. So it was like, okay. Like, again, going back to that whole, when you want to come shower, shower. When we want to be warm, we're going to go to your place. You know what I mean? And, so she came and did laundry. Priscilla came and did laundry.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
From what someone was
I
telling me,
almost started my laundromat business.
someone's telling me, like, outside faucets, like your hoses,
Mm-hmm.
you should keep it at a stream or
Yeah.
turn it on once in a while.
So that's what I did. I actually I kept the hose
Yeah.
on it, and I turned it on so that it's just cycling through.
Yeah.
Mm.
One of my coworkers was on KSAT because she had turned her water on her faucet,
Yeah.
and it created an icicle like that big,
Oh man.
Really?
dude, like icicle. So she took a picture of her daughter and she's like this. So KSAT put her on the news because it literally froze. Remember, we're at 1 degree.
1 degree. Yeah. Speaking of icicle, just that we're talking about that parking lot deal.
Yeah.
That girl
Oh,
in the
that
parking
girl.
lot. Hey, listen, our listeners and viewers, if you saw that, comment down below.
That video, yeah.
That video, what was it? A TikTok video?
Poor
Yeah.
girl, yeah.
7-story
7.
parking garage.
700 stalls or something.
I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
Because if that was, dude, I would be pissed.
She had bad luck, bro.
Dude, how that one, like,
You're one stall.
one stall, one car, nobody else parked around you, and that's where it decides to.
Yeah.
break. That's where the pipe broke.
But it's crazy. It's
and
like
froze.
Houston,
Told you should have went to church on Sunday.
Houston, Dallas, Austin, San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
We got some pretty bad weather.
Oh well.
Yeah, even down at Corpus too.
Corpus too?
Before
Yeah.
before we go on to that, I want to put a shout out and prayers to all the families that had to experience the accident up in Dallas.
Yeah, Fort
Ooh.
Worth.
The
Fort Worth
Yeah.
area.
yeah, the
35.
big pile up.
Yeah.
So prayers out to the family members, and anyone who had to deal with that. Our prayers go out to you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's just crazy, dude. And what's crazy is I didn't hear about that until I talked to my dad, who's on Guam, and he heard about it, and he's like, "Son, did you know about this?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Nah." So my brother's up in Dallas, so we had to call him, make sure he's good. But my dad knew someone that was on Guam that had a family member that was part of that deal.
Oh,
So,
man.
but she was good. She was part of the accident, but she was good. But
It's
that's crazy.
Yeah. I know, like, Texas was in the news all week about these snowstorms. I think it was, like, by Wednesday.
Yeah,
I was like, how come my family ain't checking in on me?
Yeah.
But then my sister finally texted me, I think,
Yeah.
Wednesday evening.
yeah,
And said, hey, you guys doing all right? And then my sister-in-law, my brother called me.
yeah.
And then my brother called. So I was like, okay.
Well, then, like,
You guys
Kentucky?
finally checking in. You guys, it was all week we was in there having this storm.
What are they in
Yeah.
Kentucky, right?
Huh?
What are they in Kentucky? What is it?
What do you mean?
Your family?
Oh, no, my brothers, Missouri and California.
Oh, Missouri. They're used to this weather, bro.
Oh, yeah, they're used to this weather.
It's a misery.
It's a misery.
Yeah, Missouri.
Because my
Yeah,
brother's
'cause
in
they have-
Ohio.
Yeah,
like,
they have snow up there, too, so same thing.
Yeah. My brother had like
Yeah.
15 inches
Yeah,
Yeah.
of snow, and it's like, oh,
yeah. It's good. You guys will be
Nothing.
okay.
Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, but
You
they're
have to-
equipped for that.
you
That's
have to
what I'm
come to
saying.
work.
They're equipped for that. People are plowing the streets. With it.
Right?
Yeah.
I saw someone with a blowtorch in their garage, their driveway. Like,
Wow.
what?
That extreme?
Where'd you get a blowtorch from?
Oh, yeah. Telling you, they're equipped.
Mm.
They're
Quit,
ready.
man. I don't know. It's like this is a learning experience for
It
Texas.
is.
It
You know,
is,
and like you said, it was a wake up call.
Oh, man, my brother-in-law, Jason, shout out to Jason and Chris in Houston. They didn't have power for, like, days, like 3,
Oh,
4
really?
days. Yeah,
Yeah.
no power.
Hey, shout out Jay.
My
Oh,
auntie,
yeah.
my
They're
auntie
doing
Jack. Hi, Auntie Jack. My Auntie San. Hi. This is the first winter
Oh, really?
in Texas
wow.
because they come from Guam.
Mm.
Ooh.
I told my
I
auntie.
thought
I
y'all
was like,
told me that winter
Welcome
ain't
to
real.
Texas.
I was like, I swear, our winters aren't like this.
One in a million.
This is so one in a
One in a
million.
million.
One
One in a
A
million.
Tell you, man, Mother Earth has COVID.
Or like I
Having
said,
symptoms right now.
Global
or
warming.
like I said, hopefully this kind of kills COVID. Hopefully. Supposedly, right? They said it was like
a cold.
cold airs or
Cold air.
to
It's,
calm it down or whatever.
come on, bro. Come on, guy.
Hey man, but those are our experiences. Please, whoever is listening to us, watching us on YouTube, if you live in Texas and you experience something, if you want to let us know, comment down below, or just hit us up. Again, you can email us up at theislandersview@gmail.com, or just hit us up on our phone if you have our number, on Instagram at the Islanders View,
Yes.
on the gram. But you guys had some good experiences, man. I'm glad you guys are good. I'm glad we're still here,
Yes, sir.
being able to have this podcast.
Yes.
I guess what we can say is we really got some deep quality time with our families.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
For the past 2 years. A lot of quality time with
a
our
lot
family.
of quality time.
Starting from COVID,
Oh,
now
man.
SnowVid. But
Hey, I
Well,
know
I
we
know-
usually have
JC's off to, I know I said that earlier, but JC's off to Hawaii.
yes,
so
yes, I am.
we ain't going to record for a
Don't
while.
worry.
but-
I did start a new family channel on YouTube, so I am gonna have a lot of footage of our trip to Hawaii, and I'll post it on YouTube.
Yep.
It'll be something new coming up.
There you go.
The cruise
So
family.
stay tuned to that.
Cruise family
It's
vacation.
actually be called Just Cruising Life.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Hey, you know.
And then you know what?
What?
You should have that song. Baby, let's cruise.
I don't own the rights to these music, so
Oh man.
the copyright.
We don't own the rights to the music.
But again, this session number 14.
Lucky 14.
Lucky 14. Hopefully this weather stays where it's at.
No more cold.
The sun is out.
Electricity
Smiling.
working.
There's no more snow, and life looks like we're gonna be on the road again. Everyone back to work.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to all our listeners and viewers. Please watch us on YouTube.
Yeah.
Comment, like, share our video. One love and God bless.
One love.
We love you guys. You guys can also listen to us on any podcast platform. Mostly Spotify and Apple, right? Yeah, it's usually people are usually listening to us on that. But I want to thank everyone for listening to us, watching us. We love you guys. We're not going nowhere. We love what we're doing. Please let us know if we're doing a good job. If you guys like our content, we love you guys. One love and God bless. We're out.
Chålofa.
Peace. Chålofa.
Peace.
Hey, where do you think you're going? You haven't left our minds yet. Again, thanks for watching and listening. And like we say on the islands, the first time you're a guest in our home, and after that, you're family. So welcome to the family. One love and God bless. Peace.